Hey everyone, welcome to the first episode of the Molecule Insider. I'm Emily Schoenthaler, BioPharm International's content producer.
And I'm Feliza Mirasol, BioPharm Science Editor. Today's a two-parter. First, we recently wrapped up Bio 2026, so I want to share a couple of the conversations that stuck with me.
And then I'm going to hit you with a trend report, the biologics that are actually defining 2026.
Love it. Okay, so bio. Two themes. The first one, patients staying at the center, even with all the flashy new tech on the floor.
I like that already.
So we talked to Dr. James McKay at Crystalis Therapeutics. He's working on gout, which affects 15 million Americans, and it's just overlooked,
15 million? I didn't know that.
right? And here's the thing, he'd actually worked on a gout molecule before at a different company. So for him, Crystalis is unfinished business. It's personal.
That's such a good phrase, unfinished business.
He said it himself. And his point was with everyone chasing the next flashy modality, you have to keep coming back to the question, what do patients actually need?
We're developing a treatment for gout, and gout is a disease that's been about for a long time, a very misunderstood disease. People actually don't think it exists anymore, even though there are 15 million people in the US suffer from gout. And it's kind of an unforgotten disease that people don't talk about. It's the most common form of inflammatory arthritis, more common than rheumatoid arthritis or osteoarthritis. So for me, we previously worked on developing a gout molecule at a previous company. So this is like unfinished business for us. And there's just a very significant unmet medical need here. And all through my career, that's what I've focused on. If there's very significant unmet medical need, then it deserves some focus, and we should try and do something to see if we can help these patients.
Okay, that pairs so well with something I found in my segment. And let's stay on bio for a second. Who's next?
All right, for theme two, we're talking precision targeting. Dr. Oren Gilad of Aprea Therapeutics talked about how he's working on WEE1 inhibitors. And honestly, this is where oncology is heading, away from broad chemo toward true personalization,
Okay, so how personalized are we talking here?
multi-pronged. One strategy enrolls patients independent of mutation status in cancers where mutations are already common, like uterine serous carcinoma. Another targets mutation-independent markers like cyclin overexpression. And a third goes after specific mutation and cancer pairs like HPV positive head and neck cancer.
So it's not one size fits all. It's three different lenses on the same drug.
Exactly. Dr. Gillet's framing was old chemo hits every dividing cell. His approach is designed to maximize response and minimize the damage.
Our goal has been and will be to help as many patients as we can. We have a WEE1 inhibitor, which I mentioned, that is focusing on interesting strategies. One strategy is that indication independent of the mutation, and that USC, uterus serous carcinoma, because they have high rate of mutation. So we enroll patients independent of the indication. And we also have a second strategy that is focusing on mutation independent of the indication. And this is with exactly overexpression. This is with FBXW7, PPP2R1A. And the third strategy is helping patients with specific mutation and specific indication. And this is HPV positive head and neck cancer, and also exactly overexpressing platinum resistant ovarian cancer.
So that actually fits perfectly as a bridge into my half, because one drug doing more than one job is basically the whole story of 2026's biggest biologics.
That's perfect. Go ahead.
Okay, quick question for you. What would you pay for a single cancer drug?
Wow, I don't know. A lot?
Pfizer just paid $10.5 billion for one molecule.
10 billion?
Yeah, for IBI 343, an antibody-drug conjugate. Think of it as a guided missile. The antibody fights a marker on gastrointestinal tumors, then delivers a toxic payload directly into the cancer cell.
Ah, precision over brute force.
Exactly what your gout guy was talking about, right? Specificity. And it's not just delivery systems, right? It's a bispecific called ivonescimab that does two jobs at once. It blocks PD-1 to wake up the immune system and VEGF to cut off the tumor's blood supply. Same molecule, two mechanisms, and it actually improves survival in lung cancer trials.
Wait, that's wild. One antibody doing two completely different things?
Right, but that's basically the theme of the whole year. But the one that really got me was the bepirovirsen, right? That's GSK's hepatitis B therapy. Chronic Hep B affects almost 300 million people worldwide, and most drugs just suppress it long term.
Basically, just to manage it forever.
Exactly. But bepirovirsen pushed functional cure rates close to 20%. And that's people actually getting off treatment.
Okay, so between the two of us, patients staying at the center, precision manufacturing, and then actual cures. That's a pretty good snapshot of where this industry is headed.
Yeah, that's pretty much the playbook. All right, that's it for this episode of Inside the Molecule.
Thanks for hanging out with us. We'll see you next time.